So good morning, all. It's Judith. Welcome to Wednesday, Gentle Kripalu Yoga. 1 hour. As you well know, if whatever's being offered isn't appropriate for your body, you are in charge. So you could modify, you could do something else, you could skip it. So that's always on the table there to offer. And then here we have the yoga mat, the props we need. Maybe yoga blocks. These are great to have. The styrofoam version. And if you don't have these, you might use water bottles or canned goods, equal size and weight. And I would also recommend using a washcloth on top so you can cushion your hands so you're not hurting yourself. The other items we like to have would be a strap, a yoga strap. This is easy to substitute with a scarf or a dog leash or a belt or a bathrobe tie. Very simple. And then padding. I've got a squishy mat here, but you could use small pillows under the sofa. I have a rolled towel as a bolster, a fake bolster. The other optional things you might want to consider would be hand weights, if you have them. This is a set of 1-pounders and nothing heavier than 2 pounds. So 1 to 2 pounds in terms of weight, 3 weights, and then, of course, our friend, the chair. So it's nice to have a nice folding chair, somehow wide base of legs, no arms, no wheels. And that can be used for sitting or using it to help you with balance. A wall could help you with balance. A piece of furniture that doesn't move would help you with balance. So that said, let's start standing. We'll work our way down today. Let's take the feet directly below the hips, and we'll just start by lifting the heels, lifting the right heel, pressing the toes wide, lifting the left heel, pressing the toes, spreading them out. Getting some blood flow going in the feet for 4, 3, standing tall, of course, 2, 1, and that's going to turn into a little baby march now. So feet come off of the earth as best they can. Nice, steady march. Moving opposite legs, opposite arms. Big full breaths for 8, 7, maybe lifting the legs higher. 6, maybe not. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep marching. Now we're going to side step and come back to the middle. So it's side, side, middle, middle, side, side, middle, middle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bringing it back to center, taking the march down, toning it down. Big full breaths. And then slowly the feet come to stillness. Hands could come to hip crease or the waist. And maybe the feet want to come slightly wider to support you as you start circling those hips. So we're inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to go the other way. Now, if you notice any spot along the way that might feel sticky, dark, tight, painful, you could stop there, breathe into it, and then keep moving. So the idea is to hit each point on that circle. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's corkscrew back to center, rolling some shoulders. Getting out the kinks from sleeping. Big full breaths, opening the chest. Let's do 4. Pinch those shoulder blades. 3, 2, just a little pinch. 1, and then you go the other way, other direction. Big full breaths, lifting those arms. Just as a footnote, I am still in physical therapy and I will be modifying as I need, but things are getting better. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's bring that to stillness. Let's take our little bird hand, the 4 fingers pressed together, meet the thumb, so you have little bird hands here. And let's extend the arms out to the side. Only moving the wrist, start moving your bird beaks in a circular fashion. Arms stretching to side wall for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. Big full breaths, opening the chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's float the arms down, but resist the gravity if you can. Don't just flop them down if you can avoid it. And now we're going to still keep our bird beaks. We're going to plant them directly under the collarbone. And we're going to inhale that right elbow. Exhale as you twist and turn to the wall behind you. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist and turn. Let's do 4 on the right. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Come back to center. Big full breaths. Inhaling left elbow. Inhaling forward. Exhaling as you squeeze and turn. Pelvis stays towards the front as you twist from the waist, the body up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And let's come back to stillness. Let's extend the arms one more time. You can shake out the hands. Let's bend the elbows. The palms face the earth. We're just going to do some shoulder pinching here. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8. Little pinch of the shoulder blades. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms can unfold now, coming down to the side of the body. Swinging those arms now. Let's do a few empty coat sleeves here to shake out any kinks that might have crept in there. You're looking over that shoulder to the wall behind you, so you're giving that spine a nice, delicious squeeze, thereby pumping fresh blood, oxygen, chi, life force into the spine. Big full breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center slowly, slowly. Let the arms relax. Big full breath. Extend the arms one more time. Sliding the ribs now to the right. Only the ribs move. Move to the center. Slide them to the left. Imagine the ribs like a hat box sliding on a flat table surface. So it's the ribs and the torso that initiate the movement. Everything else is still, goes along for the ride. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to center now, human teeter-totter. Again, it's only the torso. Arms are fixed, like they're just plugged in there. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Again, the arms will glide down, hopefully. And maybe the legs want to go slightly wider, but maybe they don't. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back of the body, opening the chest one more time here. And we're not resting the hands on the bum. You're stretching those straight arms away. And you can gently tuck the chin here to protect the back of the neck as you open the chest. This might be plenty. If you'd like a little bit more challenge, tuck the chin, going forward into a wide-legged, standing forward fold. Stretch those arms long, aiming them for over the head. It may not get over the head, but that's the direction. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying here, And just keeping, I have my toes going straight ahead on both sides here. So we're going to inhale, knees track over toes. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Just 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's stay in this forward fold. Unwind the fingers. The arms could come to the earth. If your hands don't reach the earth, this is a great place for your blocks. You could substitute it with a big, thick book if you'd like to do that as well. So place the right hand directly under the face, either on the block or on the mat. Left arm swings up to the sky. The wide leg standing twist. If the top arm is too much, just lay it there on the sacrum, that bony lower part of the back. You're gazing over your left shoulder, getting used to being upside down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm comes down. Now it's the left hand directly below the face on the block or on the mat. Right arm can come up straight up to the sky. Or maybe that hand wants to rest on the sacrum. This side might feel different than the other side. You're just noticing, no judgment. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Top arm comes down. If you're using a block, just take it to the next level, like the side of the block. And then we're widening the legs. The toes can point out 30 to 45 degrees. And then you're going to track knees over toes. Inhale, bend those legs. Exhale, straighten the legs. Bending and straightening. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. So little pumps here for 8, 7. Abdominals engaged. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the legs. Hands could come to thighs. Back is flat. Crown of head lines up with tailbone. You're stacking the bones. Stacking them as you lift up to standing. Rolling the shoulders. Try not to get the head rush. And you're rolling the shoulders in both directions, of course. Bringing that to stillness. Heel toe the feet together or step the feet together. Let's take the inner sides of the feet, those inner edges of the feet together. Hands could come to the thighs, just as a placement, not a death press, okay? So swirling those knees. This won't be a big movement, but then noticing how the feet and the ankles adjust the weight. It always helps to strengthen the lower legs, the calves, the ankles, the Achilles tendon, and that will hopefully prevent falls. Let's go the other way. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then just shake that out. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead. I'm going to move the chair off to the side now. The blocks can probably go to that narrow end of the mat, just so you know where they are. And then coming to the other opposite end of the mat. You might want to have a chair in front of you for more support, if that would be comforting. But I'm not going to mirror you for this, so I'm going to take a giant step with the right foot. And then we're going to lift that back heel. So the idea is to keep the pelvis square to that short end of the mat. We're lifting the back left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's go ahead and relift that back heel, and both knees bend this time. Torso stays upright. So inhale, bend the legs. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We straighten. Left foot meets the right. Shake out the legs. Same idea, the other side. A giant step forward with your left foot. The back right heel is lifted. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay down with those knees bent. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to stillness. Right foot meets the left. Shake out the legs. Very nice indeed. If you've got weights, to use weights, grab some weights. You could also do a lot of this sitting in a chair if that felt right. So the feet, I'd say, are about shoulder width apart. If you're standing, you're going to have either no weight or one weight in each hand. Palms face the midline. So exhale, right fist into the armpit. Inhale. Exhale, left fist into left armpit. Inhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. Palms now face either the thighs or the back wall. Exhale, right arm up to shoulder height only. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, left shoulder to height. Bring it back down. For 8, 7. Slow this one down as best you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep alternating, or perhaps the 2 together. For 8. Slow it down. 7. Let the muscle take it down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Shake it out. Now shake it out. Let's return to that first move we did when we were marching. So we're going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And let's bring it back down, nice and easy. No weight, one weight, or two weights in the hands here. And we'll start stirring our witch's cauldron. So you can start that and see if you can confine the movement just to the arms and the shoulders. You're not moving the rest of the body. You're isolating these arms for 4, 3, 2, 1. Going the other way. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then bring it back to stillness. Nice and easy. Let's start with the right hand. No weight, one weight, or two weights in the right hand. Inhale. Exhale up to the shoulder, bicep work. Inhale, open. Exhale and inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's take it halfway down now. The forearm is parallel to the earth. Little pumps. You might release those weights if you're using weights, just slightly. Little pumps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to stillness just as it was. Our forearm is parallel to the earth. Exhale. The upper arm is glued to the ribs. Inhale back. Exhale out. Inhale in for 8, 7, 6, 5. The chest stays squared. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's take it back to the neutral. Now we're just going to straighten this arm. So the palm faces forward now. Exhale as you go up. Inhale as you come down for 8. Slow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep it straight on 1. It's a half rainbow arc as you slowly let the arm go, but you're resisting the gravity with the muscles, all those sinews and bones resisting. Yeah, let's bring it down and just shake it out. Very nice. Shifting over to the left now. No weight, 1 weight, or 2 weights. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time you unwind halfway. The forearm is parallel to the earth. Maybe release the grip a bit on those weights. Little pumps for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. We're going to glue the upper arm now to the ribs, and only the forearm moves away to the side. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6. Keep the chest squared. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back to the neutral. Now we're just going to take the arm straight up to the sky. I'm modifying here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We straighten. Half rainbow arc as it slowly descends to the side body, resisting the gravity, and then shaking it out, shaking it out. Very, very nice, you guys. I'm going to lose the weights now, and I'm going to grab a strap. If you don't have a strap, you could just grab the back of the thigh, but you're going to avoid the knee joint, all right? So we'll take it back here. So I'm going to use a strap. If you don't have the strap, just use your right hand behind the back of the right thigh as we lift and lower the leg. You can use the chair for support. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, place it down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Replace that foot. You might want to loose the strap. Lift it up. Dangle the lower leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Back to stillness. Figure 8s here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Place that leg down. Shake it out. Move. Notice right side and left side of the body now. Staying on this side of the chair, you're going to shift the weight into your left leg. Softly bend the knees. Cross that right ankle on top of left thigh, not the knee joint. Right ankle on top of left thigh. Standing legs. Micro bends. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Top foot is flexed. 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Let all pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwind the legs, shake them out. Both legs, shake them out. And now we'll shift over to the other side. Maybe you want to use the strap. If you don't have a strap, left hand behind the back of the left thigh. Hand could be on the chair for support. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Bending and straightening for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Foot comes down. Use the strap if you were using one. Relift that leg. Dangle the lower leg, lifting tall through the right leg. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to stillness. Figure 8s here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. That leg can float down. Shake it out for a bit. Now both knees are soft. Bend. Cross left ankle on top of right thigh. Left ankle on top of right thigh. Little presses here. Inhale. Bending. Exhale, straightening. For 8, 7. Top foot is flexed. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Re-straighten, unwind it, shake it out. Very nice. Let's go ahead and move the chair away. Maybe grab some water. And then we're going to face our blocks, the short end of the mat. Let's do a big swan dive. Inhale up. Exhale, press it away. Inhale up. Exhale, press it away. Lifting and bowing. 2 more. Lifting, bowing. Last time we stay over. And here again, let's just shake the head yes. It's in a very straightforward forward fold here. Shake the head yes. Shake the head no. Maybe a few Mr. Eds. And here, wherever you've got the hands, it could be on the feet, it could be on the shins or the thighs. Just micro bending those knees left and right. Big full breath here, just letting the head hang like a 15-pound bowling ball, tractioning that spine, creating more space. Big full breaths for 4, 3, and 1. Very nice. Let's come to stillness. Hands can drag along the shins, a series of flat back lifts. Inhale, flat back lifts. Shoulders drop away. Back is flat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Let's do 4, 3, squeeze abdominals. 2, 1. And let's leave the hands here now on the mat. You're going to step into your down dog. I can't join you because of my shoulder, but you know the drill. Legs step back, arms come forward, and then you're going to bicycle pedal the heels. The chest is pressing towards the tops of the thighs. You're wagging your dog tail, big full breaths. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bringing it to stillness, let's float the knees down to the earth. Big toes together, knees wide apart. Press into child pose. The thighs could also be in parallel. The forehead might come to the mat. If it doesn't come to the mat, stack palms, stack fists, maybe a low block on which to rest the forehead. Arms could be stretched forward. Arms could be by the side of the legs. And then once you've got everything organized, maybe little rocks from side to side, and that's more delicious. Or maybe not. You can decide. You might want to even circle that pelvic floor. That won't be a big movement. Just little circles, squeezing that pelvic floor. And then you're going to circle the other way. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's stay here in child's pose. And then coming only partially out of your child's pose, like about halfway out, you're going to lift forward and tuck the top of the right foot into the arch of the left foot, and then return to your child's pose. So we're going to smoosh that lower bottom left foot and pump some fresh blood in there. Maybe little rocks would feel good, maybe not. You can choose. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bringing that to stillness, let's come forward one more time. Reverse the position of the feet. The top of the left foot nestles into the arch of the right foot, and then you press back again. Same idea. Maybe it's a static press that feels the best, or maybe little wiggles might feel good. Breathing into the back body as you move. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Come up now, slowly, working your way out of child pose. Good idea to pad the knees right there. And then from here, let's tuck all 10 toes under, like a neutral table. Neutral table is hips over knees, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide. And we're going to rock back and forth on those feet. Maybe you can sit back on your heels. Some people can. Or if you have 2 blocks, you could put them between the calves of the legs and sit back on the heels that way, elevated. Couple more rocks back and forth. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to neutral. Untuck the toes. Let's go ahead and draw that right knee into the nose. And then you can extend the legs long. But this is going to be a slight differentiation here. Exhale. Inhale as you draw that right knee over to the left wrist. It won't get there. And then exhale, your donkey kick. So it's inhale, right knee to left wrist. Exhale, straighten the leg. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's keep the leg floating. Toes can be pointed. You could come down on your forearms for this if that felt better. Touch and lift. Touch and lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bend that knee. Come back to center. Come back to neutral. Let's do a few cat-cows between sides. So inhale, arch the belly, and then drop the belly. Spread the sits bones wide. That's the inhale. The exhale is squeezing the navel and arching the back like a Halloween cat. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Dropping and squeezing. Inhale and exhale. Back to neutral. This time we're going to extend the left leg. So left bent knee into nose. Exhale. But the next time, bent knee over to right wrist and exhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2. You're crossing the midline. 1. Leg is extended and floats, toes point, touch and lift. You could come down to forearms for this. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Knees come back down. Returning to neutral table. From here, let's just shake the whole body like you're a little dog shaking off water after a bath. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And then coming to stillness. Oof. Let's find our way to sitting. No rush to get there. Now face the screen here. Hopefully you can see. You might want to have a folded blanket or small pillow underneath the hips to tilt the pelvis forward. Let's go ahead and pull flesh away from sits bones. And then the legs are straight. Let's go ahead and take the palms behind the hips. The fingers could point to the wall behind. Both feet. And then point those toes, flexing and pointing. Spreading those toes wide. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's circle some ankles now. Toes are still spreading wide. You can make up your own little choreography here, your dancing routine with your feet. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then just shake it out. Just shake it all out. Nice and easy. And now for this one, let's just tap the legs. Let's start with the right leg, and we're just going to tap it, pat it. Moving blood, moving lymph. And then once that feels complete, this one leg feels complete, we're going to go stop at the back of the right knee and start circling behind the back of the right knee. This is one of the places where lymph dumps, and we're just helping it move along. Nothing pumps the lymph. The heart pumps the blood, but nothing pumps the lymph. You're going to go the other direction with your circle. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring that to stillness. And then starting at the ankle, you're going to just draw the flesh upward, removing lymph. Let's draw it up from the ankle all the way up to the hip. 2 more times. Last one. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pat the other leg now. And I'm working on the left leg. So nice patting, bringing some blood circulation there. Hydrating the tissues as well. And then you're going to bring that to stillness. And you're going to start circling behind the back of the left knee. Very gently again. It's not a death press. It's nice steady pressure. This knee might feel different than the other knee. Let's circle the other direction. Big full breaths. For 4, 3, 2, 1. And then starting down at the ankle, we're going to draw that energy up the leg, up to the hip. starting at the ankle and just drawing it up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale. Exhale. Very nice. And again, just shaking the legs out. And then bringing that to stillness. The soles of the feet come together. The legs are going to stay long for now. So the legs are in a diamond shape. You're going to float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, like you're taking your body over something, some obstacle. And then you're aiming the crown of your head towards your toes. Back is flat. The head isn't dangling. Crown of head still lines up with tailbone. Let's take the right hand outside of the left ankle. Right hand outside of left ankle. Wrap the left arm or hand around the back body. It could land on the sacrum. It could land on the hip crease. You're gazing over your left shoulder. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwinding, but staying in this forward fold. Now the left hand grabs the outside of the right ankle. Left hand grabs the outside of the left ankle. And then the right hand wraps around the back body, either to sacrum or opposite hip crease. Now gazing over your right shoulder to the wall behind. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwinding that back arm and then coming into your forward fold and then walking the body upright. Avoid the knee joint if you're pressing on your legs. And then go ahead and keep the soles of the feet together. Soles of the feet are kissing. And then just feels good to rock side to side. We're opening up the hip crease here, which gets nice and tight. In our culture of sitting and driving, sitting in the drive-in. Let's rock side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Hands could close the legs together. Let's take the feet a little bit wide, maybe about probably hip distance apart. The knees are softly bent. Inhale, arms up. Exhale again, like you're reaching over something, and the hands will land somewhere on the mat in front of you. You're going to slip the right forearm under the right calf, the left forearm under the left calf, and then you're going to start straightening the legs slowly as it draws the torso closer to the earth. Big full breaths. This is turtle. Lifting through the crown of the head. Imagine a white fountain of light shooting out the top of the head and the tailbone grounding into the earth. Big full breaths in the back body as well for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then rebending the legs slightly, flipping those forearms away. Oh boy. And then taking the legs back to parallel and just taking them out one more time. Breathing. Okay, let's get so that the feet are pointing at the narrow end of the mat. You've got your strap. Maybe the blocks, if you want to have those nearby as well, you can decide. All right. So from here, knees bent, feet hip distance apart, toes point forward, and just one big inhale forward between the legs and then rolling it down vertebra by vertebra. Triple slow time. Lying the body down on the mat. And then once that's been accomplished, you can either rock side to side, massaging that whole back body. Woo! Or you could circle. Now the thighs could circle in tandem, or you could circle in opposition. But if you're circling, just make sure you do it in both directions. So nice and easy. Big full breath. So I've got coming to stillness now. The knees are still drawn into the chest. Right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee. We're just going to extend until the arm is straight as you drop the foot towards the earth. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Opposite side on the right. You're just stretching and you're squeezing abdominals. stretching, and squeezing for 4, 3, squeeze abdominals, 2, 1, back to center. Now, knees are still in the chest. Arms could be either in T position, or you could slip the palms underneath the bum, the palms facing down for more support for the low back. Legs come up to the sky. Let's try dropping and hovering. We're not going to land. Exhale as you come back up. Protect the low back. Inhale, drop and hover. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, drop and hover. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back up perpendicular to the body. Everybody's hands could slip under the hips now. To protect the low back, let's flex the feet and just do a giant walk on the ceiling. Back of the neck is long. Big, full giant steps now for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Legs come back up perpendicular. Rebend the knees. Right foot comes to the earth. I'm not mirroring you. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. Left ankle crosses over top of right thigh. And the left hand will go through the space between the two legs. The feet float off of the earth. And you're drawing that right thigh into your chest with a steady pressure. So this isn't a pulsing. The feet are both flexed. The left elbow is pressing gently into that left thigh, so you're prying open that left bent knee. And both feet are flexed. Both feet are now externally rotated. You should feel it in your outer left hip. You're trying also to drop the tailbone down to the earth. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Staying right here. Bending and straightening the right leg now. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, straighten that leg. The foot is still flexed. The foot is still externally rotated. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that right leg straight. Little circles on the ceiling. The whole package of legs is moving together as one unit. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to stillness, rebending right knee, right foot floats back to earth. Left thigh crosses on top of right thigh. No space between the two thighs. Arms are in T position. Drop the knees to the right. If meditative state, head and neck, look to the left. If looking to the left bothers your neck, skip it. So bent knees to the right, face and neck to the left. Big full breaths. One more deep full breath. Face looks back up to the ceiling. Knees come back to center. Legs unwind. Let's just take the feet mat with the part windshield wiper the knees side to side before we do the other side. Big full breath. Let's come back to center. The feet are now hip distance apart. Knees are bent. Right ankle crosses on top of left thigh. Right ankle crosses on top of the left thigh. Avoid the knee joint. Right hand slips through the space between the two legs. You're interlacing the fingers behind the back of the left thigh. Fine. So it's a steady pressure. You're drawing that left thigh into the chest. The right elbow is gently pressing into that right thigh to open up the right bent knee. The tailbone is dropping to the earth. Both feet are flexed. Both feet externally rotate, which means you should feel it immediately in the right hip. Big full breaths here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay right here. Exhale as you extend that left leg up to the sky. The foot is still externally rotated. It's still flexed. Inhale, bend left knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. We straighten that left leg. Now the whole package of legs moves as a unit. It's like the sole of the left foot is cleaning yet another spot on the ceiling. Big full breaths, circling in this direction, and then you're going to circle in the other direction for 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to stillness, be bending the left knee, left foot comes back to earth. Right thigh crosses over top of left thigh, like you're just sitting in a chair, legs crossed, arms are in T position, dropping those knees off to the left. So the knees drop to the left, the face and neck might want to look to the right. If it bothers your neck to look to the right, skip it. And here again, this side might feel different than the other side, so just noticing that. No judgment. Big full breath. 1 more deep full breath. And then coming back to center and winding the legs, realigning the spine, crown of head with tailbone. And one last thing, if you have a strap, grab it, loop it around the balls of both feet. The legs are up in the air. If you don't have a strap, grab behind the backs of the thighs. The legs go wide now. Little rock side to side, a little self-soothing. Opening up those hips, opening up the hip crease, the adductor muscles, those inner thigh muscles. Nice and gentle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Back to center, feet come together. Strap goes away. Rebend the knees, join the knees into the chest, giving yourself one little massage there. And then bringing everything to stillness. Extend the left leg long on the earth. Flex the foot. Right thigh is still pressed into the chest. And then that left arm may want to reach on the earth above the head. The palm faces the midline as you stretch that entire left side of the body. Arm returns down to your side. Left thigh comes back into chest. Now the right leg extends long on the earth. Flex the right foot. Maybe the right arm wants to come over the head on the earth. As you stretch that right side, taking the right hand away from the right foot from the right hand. Breathing. And then coming back to neutral. Both legs can extend long on the earth now. Arms and legs 30 to 45 degrees, arriving in resting pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. You might want to roll a towel or blanket underneath your knees to protect the low back. If lying in classical Shavasana just doesn't do it for you, you can bend the knees. Feet are mat width apart, and then knock the knees together like a tent. That's restorative rest pose. Or you could flip over to one side. You can stack the hips, stack the legs, rest your head on the upper arm, or perhaps a block or a cushion of some kind on a block. You can decide. Or it could be legs up the wall, if there's a wall in your space that would work. Or sitting in the chair, feet flat, palms resting on the thighs. And then once you've organized the arms and the legs, just allowing the eyes to float closed. And just scanning the body, noticing the effects of the practice, and breathing into any residual tension that might remain. Noticing a softness forming in the soles of the feet now. We're approaching that imaginary hot tub. So that softness begins in the soles of the feet. It envelops the feet and then the ankles. That softness now moves up into the lower legs, the shins and the calves. The softness keeps moving up into the knee joints, permeating the complex joints of the knees, softening, moving into thighs now, allowing legs and feet to become really, really heavy. The softness moves into the hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the low back releases. And then the softness moves from the belly into the waist, into the torso, enveloping the ribs, heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, colon, all the vital organs deeply relaxed. It moves now into the chest and rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. And that softness moves into the throat and the neck now. And then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together. The whole body together. The whole body together. And here's a quote from Pema Chodron. When you feel yourself closing down, hardening, and tightening against this precious world or your dear old self, you can use just as it is as an antidote. It's a mantra that you can apply on the spot whenever needed. Simply saying, this experience is complete just as it is, or I am complete just as I am, is a way of catching yourself as you begin to divide your experience in half, into this against that, or me against you. It's the wonderful irony about this spiritual journey, is that we find it only leads us to become just as we are. The exalted state of enlightenment is nothing more than fully knowing ourselves and our world just as we are. If you'd like to remain in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to do that. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And as you are ready, drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a hug, and then rolling onto your favorite side and pausing there for just a few breaths in embryo posture. And on the next inhale, keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up into a comfortable seated posture, rooting the sits bones down into the earth, drawing the crown of the head up into the sky, scanning the body for the effects of the practice, and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day, and bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samastiti. All yogic practices are designed to bring you into the present moment, where you are infinite, eternal, and whole. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.
Stop the recording.